Welcome to Bold Road Monthly. My name is Jeff Cohen and I'm super excited to have you for another edition. And remember, everything at boldroad.com is about how to work less, earn more, and live a better life. So let's get started with today's Bold Road Monthly hot topic: how to pay your life first. Now, as you've gotten to know me, you may be familiar with this phrase, but let me briefly review it for you. When it comes to your finances, you're probably familiar with the concept of paying yourself first. That's where you automatically put some of your money into savings before you have a chance to spend it. But when it comes to the bold road, the phrase is pay your life first, because what I want you to learn how to do is put time into your pocket before it goes to things you don't really want to be spending it on, whether that's work or errands or to-dos. I want your life to go into the hours that you want it to be. That's what it means to pay your life first. And what this presentation is all about is how you accomplish that very feat. Now, your journey begins with a look at how you make money today. So if I were making a pie chart of all the income sources from before I went on the bold road and started developing alternative income streams, the pie chart was very simple to fill out. It was simply 100% of my income came from my biweekly paycheck. And if you work in a traditional job, you would have the same kind of pie chart, and that's where your journey begins. And that's perfectly okay. It's important to know where we're starting from if we want to get on the journey to paying our life first. Now, the new me makes money from 5 different income sources. Those are consulting, which represents 40% of my income; freelance, writing and speaking, and that's 25%. Another 15% comes from real estate investing in positive cash flow properties, 10% from public speaking and presentations, and another 10% from internet marketing, selling products and services online. Now, the beauty of my new life in this new pie chart, which looks so different from the old one where 100% came from my corporate salary, the beauty of my new life is that I'm now working about half the time that I used to, and I'm making more than double what I made in my old life. And that's the kind of journey I want you to go on, whether you come up with these same income channels or some of your own, if you want to truly work less, earn more, and learn to pay your life first. So now's the time where I want you to go on the same journey I just showed you in my before and after picture. And you can simply write these 2 circles on another piece of paper. But on the left-hand side, I want you to write down exactly how you make money today. And if 100% of it comes from a paycheck, then this is easy. Just simply write 100% through your paycheck. And I want you to write down how much money you make. Now, don't worry, nobody's going to look at this. What we're trying to do is give you a starting point on how you make your money and how much you're making annually. Now, the right side is where it gets exciting, because this is where you can start to carve up your pie chart into all these new income sources you've been learning about at Bold Road. Everything from consulting and freelance to real estate investing and internet marketing. And I want you to write down how much money you want to make from these sources. If you have the same goal as me, maybe you'd say, I want to make double what I'm currently making. Or maybe it would be enough for you to make the same amount, but just cut your hours down. This is your chance to draw a line in the sand and say exactly how much money you want to be making and the income sources you're going to use. Now, it's important to know that income is only one piece of the equation of working less and earning more. The second part is how you spend your time. Now, I don't know if you've ever thought about this, but the number 168 is one of the most significant numbers in my business, because 168 represents the number of hours in a week. No more, no less. Every week is fixed at 168. Now, what you see in front of you is a chart of the old me versus the new me and how I spent those precious 168 hours. Now, if you look quickly at the before column, you'll see that 50 hours were spent sleeping and at the bottom another 50 working. That means 100 hours, or more than 60% of my time, was gone before the alarm clock even rang Monday morning. That left literally no time for working out, developing hobbies, or simply thinking big about things I wanted in my life. Now, if you look at the new me, the after one, the bold road one, the middle column, you'll see that working hours have dropped from 50 to 25, and that's allowed me to move those extra 25 hours across some of the categories that matter more to me. Things like working out, developing hobbies, spending more time with friends and family. And to really bring this to life, on the furthest column to the right is a gap analysis where you can see exactly which activities have gone up in hours versus down. And this really is the story of how I pay my life first. It's not just about income, but it's about how I spend those precious 168 hours. So now the question is, how do you spend your week? I want you to complete this same chart, and you can add extra activities if I haven't captured everything that belongs on your list. But how do you spend your 168 hours today? How many hours are you sleeping, working out, watching TV, or surfing on the internet? And what could the future be for you if you truly got on the bold road of life and had the chance to work less and earn more? How many hours would you spend working the old you versus the new you? And all of the other categories, and then fill out that gap analysis on the right so that you know exactly which numbers are going up and which are going down, and keep tweaking those numbers until you're truly satisfied with how you spend those 168 hours. If you need more time in this chart, by all means pause the presentation until you've filled it out. The bottom line is that the secret to all of this is changing your answers to the following 4 questions. How much do you earn annually today versus the future you? What are your income sources today versus you when you're on the bold road of life? How many weekly hours are you working today versus how many you want to be working in the future? And how are you spending those precious 168 hours that were each given every week? If you can change your answers to these 4 questions, you can absolutely work less and earn more. Now, if you know me, you know that at the end of every presentation, I want you to get on the bold road and take action right away. So here are 3 outcome-focused goals you can put in play to start looking more closely at your income sources and how you spend your precious 168 hours. First, make sure you have a clear understanding of all of your current income sources. Before we can make changes, we have to know your starting point. Secondly, fill out that pie chart that was on the right. I want you to brainstorm what income streams feel right to you. Is it consulting, real estate, internet marketing, inventing a product, whatever it might be? Fill out that pie chart. And finally, get clear on exactly how you spend your 168 hours today versus what it could be in the future. I want to thank you again for listening to Bold Road Monthly. This is Jeff Cohen signing off, and remember, at boldroad.com, everything is about working less, earning more, and living a better life.